Hello, everyone. Thanks to the power of the internet, I get to talk with you, and I want to say my piece about the Bushiroad Champion Series. Hold on, hold on. What? What do you mean this video is going to be late? What do you mean it's already started? So yeah, this little oopsies on my side. I was getting prepared for this, going over data for this video. So I guess now that's the results that are already happening will just reinforce what I'm about to say, but you're getting ready for BCS. Obviously not the ones that have already happened, but what can you prepare for? Obviously, Sacramento's over and done with. Costa Rica's up. I think at the day of posting, Austria right here will be in 2 to 3 days. And same with Vietnam. So, you guys are going to basically experience the meta that we've already been in. You know, there's going to be a crap ton of Soja Doji, Shir Nui, Blang Mai, Raziel, Varga. It's what you're already used to, because nothing's going to innovate the meta currently. You can see results on VG Paradox, shout out. Super grateful for this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Leonorn is a big one because it has a really cool matchup in between everything else. So you can see everyone's deck list. Pretty cool. I don't have to go further. What I do need to talk about is the impact that Set 4 will have, because it releases October 25th. So if we go back to the schedule, everything past Peru, we'll be able to use Set 4. And then later in the BCS, where did I put the tab? There it is. We will also have access to Set 5. Pretty cool. I don't think we have Night Rose and Harry, sadly, because, it's coming next year. March. Oh, January. My bad. I thought it was delayed. Someone lied to me at locals. I'm after you. Yeah, so, Rosemont and below, you get Harry and Night Rose. That's going to explode onto the scene. Be wary of that. So, using the amazing ability that our meta is so behind Japan's, you can actually go to sites like Dexander to get additional experience. Obviously, once Set 4 comes out, Impaldio is going to be a really cool deck to bring out because of its ability to be very defensive. It doesn't really care about Shoujo's bind or anything, because you just get so much value off of it. And later in, it just becomes the big 5, I guess. Going deeper into it, Soju Doji, I would tell you more, but honestly, if you go to Card Dweeb on Twitter, they have this amazing Google document for everyone going over literally everything I could have said, but so much better, clearer, with better examples. It's quick outline here, but if you're going to play it or play it against it, I recommend you read this. Obviously, Blangmeyer, it's getting its grade 2, which enables it to get a 40k booster, so you gotta watch out for those numbers. Varga and Leonorn decks haven't changed much. It's all you can say and do about it. Let me pull up... God, you think I would be better prepared? Yeah, you can see everything that come up. Salute to you, Silhouette Player. I'm going to pull up that deck, actually, and look into it at my own time. Yeah, Dayush is out. Welsher is obviously a good choice, but we're here for Impaldio. Let's take out a first place deck list, just to kind of examine it. Yeah, love the trigger of choice, yeah. This thing, because it gets in drive check, because you're only a 3-attack deck, Persona Rides. Alright, I understand this, because it can get boost. It's your opponent gets a trigger, gets shield or power. you can remove the overtrigger, get more. Obviously, this is just really good because it's a 25k attacker for a soul, and it's a 20k shield. Once you get your gauge up, you're not using energy, so drawing cards. This one confuses me. But I guess at the moment it's Soul Blast to set up for your gauge. Yeah, using the examples, that's just Soul Blast at 5. This is really good because it goes into Soul, which feeds further resource. You gotta look at the top 2. Add 1 a hand. Super good, honestly. Boba, because you use immense amount of counterblast, so everything's kind of on his back to do and perform. Alright, I get that. Sojidoji's around, and there's other things like Blangmire, so protecting your units. This just gives you your shields back, and gives you plus 10k as well. And Elementary at home. Yeah, not much to say about that. Honestly, if we go later into Impuldio, let's pull out a week 5. Let's do that one. Yeah, things don't change much. Or at all. Yeah, at all. This is basically the same deck list. I just think they have different heal trigger lineup. They obviously have a different regalia. That one just searches out the grade 3 that I showed right here. But yeah, that should more or less be the meta to look out for. Obviously, Night Rose and Harry are going to explode. Night Rose has a more consistent list. Harry has kind of seen a lot of different variations. I definitely think Night Rose has the better matchup into the meta currently, which is why it's exploding. But it's also just a bit of nostalgia of Night Rose. I am biased and think that Harry is obviously the go-to, but we'll quickly just pull up their decks because later in this schedule, obviously, it's going to be available. So I think like I said, Rosemont and below. Where did I put everything? Here it is. Magnolia showed up. Hold on, I like looking at future deck list. Yeah, I'm not really wanting to go over Leonor and Varga because their decks don't change, at all. Hey, look, Night Rose. I wonder how many of those I'll find. Yep, that's about right. And they're using Sweet Shops just to be able to get their PGs back. I don't know what more to say about that. You discard, you get value. It's Night Rose. All of them are basically going to have this top row. They're going to have our boy, but some of the other key pieces might change. You're not going to scroll down. I'm just going to... Harry. Like I said, there can be some variations with Harry. Obviously, a lot of them are going to run Gungaram because it's... Even though it's Soul Blast 3 to draw a card, Harry accommodates that so well and gives you the card advantage. You're not using energy, so I do see Tiskar. Lion is basically your Alice, stealing the dragon for better soul consistency. You get a grade 4, so throwing back your grade 3s. Togue to accommodate other grade 3 plays. Pretty good list. But for the time being, I wouldn't pay attention to Harry and Night Rose, especially if you're in the middle of wanting to participate. I know this is a shorter video. I'm not really going in depth about this. I'm just alerting you what you should be paying attention to, which can be redundant by just honestly pulling something up like Dex Ander or later on VG Paradox. And mostly just these 5. Look out for these 5 if you're taking part. Obviously, this is further in if you get in BCS. As early game, you're going to see a lot of other choices. You're going to see the Wellstras, you're going to see more Leonorns, you're going to You could see anything, honestly. But yeah, I hope that this little heads up, if you're watching me, has given you a good idea of what to look out for.